Hi, Muchismo Eugene. Welcome to another video from Exit Strategy. Please like, subscribe, share, give a thumbs up for the video if you like it and you got something from it, and share it with someone else if you think it would be beneficial to them. I'd appreciate that. As you know, I was going to talk about Katylin Conley. I was trying to get some information about this in detail, more information. I do have a lot up here, but I was just trying to do a lot of footwork and different things because this happened in the area that I live in, and I was going to go out and do a lot of footwork and get some pictures and different things because I wanted to bring the totality of this situation. I wanted to drive it home, but unfortunately I've decided that I'm going to cease and desist on the in-depth exploration of this because I was doing some investigative work and I was researching and reading some stuff, and the details are, disturbing, very disturbing. And I would just employ you guys to just go and watch the documentary, but the documentary won't give you a lot of the things that happened in trial, a lot of the stuff that came out in trial. But what it will do is give you, first of all, a visual of who this woman is, Katylin Conley. You'll get to see her face. You'll see expressions or the lack thereof. You'll be able to determine what I've determined about her. And Chosen Ones Empaths here, we know what we know. And she's on the spectrum. To what area of that spectrum she's on, we can pick and choose. Either way, we know that it's a very disturbing disorder. Anything cluster B, it's dangerous and disturbing. But to emphasize why I've ceased and desist on going further with it, and I don't want to go in depth here and talk about it and expound on it, because I was reading where the victim actually sustained or suffered 8 heart attacks before she actually succumbed in the hospital. She went into cardiac arrest 8 times. And that was just a small part of, she suffered a very gruesome, painful death that no one should ever have to endure, especially at the hands of someone poisoning them. So go and check that out, guys. And I want you guys to just, I don't want to say force yourself, but put yourself in a mental place and go forth and watch it and get information and education from this story here. And what I wanted to do is to bring this thing front and center so you'll be able to be very, very keen in your insights and your intuition when you go out, when you're around people, when you have even your children choosing their boyfriends and girlfriends. You'll be able to look at some of this behavior and see some of these things, I'm hoping, before they get to this point. Because to shut this off and to close your mind to it doesn't mean it's going to go away. Do your due diligence to see if there's anything that you can garner from this documentary that could aid you. All it takes is you to sit there and watch, and just watch and observe and look at key factors that play parts in these discoveries. And it will help us going forward, because a lot of times you may not want to read the DSM-4 and 5. And to be honest with you, that's a book that's very belaboring. If I had to guess, I don't own one. I was going to buy one for my birthday 4 birthdays ago, and I decided against it, and I think that was the best decision I could have ever made, because there's so much I could talk about from the experience that I've endured with being with a narcissist. Although it was a very short-lived experience, I've taken that information and insight, and being awakened to that experience, I am able to observe it by way of other people demonstrating these behaviors and and cues. And so I'm forever learning. I'm forever getting educated about what these people are and how they move. So, and it's disturbing because I know that because of my awakened state, I see this often more than not. And that's why knowing what you know, it is not a luxury that's going to be afforded you to just sit dormant and think this thing would just go away, fix itself, and work itself out. That's wishful thinking. And this is why a lot of us have gotten out of one narcissistic relationship into another, because we sat laxed. We sat just basically got away from one narcissist and thought maybe, okay, I'll just be careful not to get involved with that person again. I'll just know what I know next time I see that happen. Okay, if that's as simple as it get, try going without brushing your teeth for 30 days. And just wishful thinking, my teeth won't fall out. They won't rot. They won't deteriorate. They may not wholeheartedly fall out, but they will diminish. They will diminish. And you wonder why I use teeth as an analogy. That's the same thing that happens with you just thinking because you experienced one experience. You know what to look for and look out for. It doesn't work that way, because what happens as humans, especially chosen ones and empaths, we allow empathic nature to end up talking us out of what our empathy or our intuition is trying to tell us against. Your empathy is there for good reason. It's for to feel what another person is going through. It's not there for you to be hook, line, and sinker and to be bamboozled by narcissists. So empathy can work for you and it can work against you. So for that reason, that's why that once and done situation you've gone through, that won't do it. Because I've gone through a domestic or a narcissistic abusive relationship, I think it's all downhill from here. It's not. I've interacted with several since I've been awakened. But by the grace of God and my intuition and my intuitive nature and the education that I have, it was very short-lived. Very short-lived. They didn't have an opportunity to mind screw me, to word salad me, to play these little manipulative games. Although some of them have gone on to smear, they all do that. You can never combat the smear. Don't even try it. Just live your best life now and you'll be fine. Just observe, guys. That's the main thing. So with that Katylin Conley story, I won't be going forth with it. I may chime in from time to time. However, if there is some developing new news about her, because she gotten off. It was overturned, her conviction. She spent about 7 years in prison, and she just most recently got released about a week or two ago. And I'm hoping the DA I'm looking forward to them trying her again. And I have my thoughts about them retrying her again. My guess is that the family members, with so much of stuff going on with regards of the family in the first two trials, I'm thinking they may not even want to do a third trial. And if that's the case, the DA may have to try it without some key witnesses. And I believe that the key witnesses are really not that necessary as much as that the tangible evidence, the circumstantial and the physical evidence should convict her by itself. If I had my way, I would try to convict her just off of physical evidence alone. And I think you could do that because there is so much overwhelming physical evidence. But I don't know, maybe the court works and the law works different in a murder case. So I wanted to just talk about that briefly, and I was going to go into another video, but I guess I will have to just end this one here and I will talk on the topic of what I was going to talk about on the next video. So that being said, be blessed.